Hello, welcome to my channel today. This is the King's Tutor. The first time of joining us, thank you for clicking today's. Today, I want to see some adjustment as regards non-profit making organization that includes subscription account, rent account, salaries, and statement of accumulated fund. We have seen various videos on non-profit making. If you have not seen that, ensure you check in my description or up here. Now, the question said the following information relates to Siwaju Social Club. We have cash in hand $10,000, $5,000, $10,000, and dash. Okay, for 31st. Subscription in arrears $6,000, $5,000. We have rent in arrears $2,000 for first, and dash for 31st. We have rent in advance $1,600 and $1,000. We have salaries in advance $400, $200. We have subscription for the year $20,000. We have rent paid for the year $10,000. Salaries paid during the year $4,000. Additional information: subscriptions of $20,000 received include $5,000 for 2019 and $1,000 for 2021. The remaining subscription in arrears for 2019 should be treated as part debt. And on 1st January 2020, the following were declared by the club. The club has $50,000, equipment $10,000, loan from the bank $10,000. You are required to prepare subscription account, rent account, salaries account, the statement of accumulated fund. Okay, so that is what we want to prepare now. Okay, so if we have this Siwaju Social Club, and we'll ask to prepare the subscription account first. So now we'll start with said subscription in arrears is 6,000, while for the first, while 31st is 5,000. Now I've explained in terms of subscription over time that when it comes to arrears, okay, when it comes to arrears for the current year, which is 31st, the latest year, for arrears you add, okay, but for other dates that is not it. So to prepare the subscription account now, so it says subscription for the year 20,000, okay, subscription for the year 20,000. So the cash account will be the receipt and payment account will be debited, while the corresponding entry will come here as cash, $20,000. Okay, as for the subscription, now it says subscription in arrears 6,000, and for the first, why 31st is 5,000. So we said for subscription in arrears for the current year, which is this you add, why for other dates that is not the current year, you do the reverse. So since this is first, it is coming as a balance brought down or brought forward, which is 6,000. Okay, 6,000. So now they said here subscription of $20,000 received includes $5,000 for 2019. Okay, for 2019. And $1,000 for 2021. So they're saying subscription for $20,000 received includes this $5,000 for 2019. Now it means that the subscription in arrears, which was brought forward at first 6,000, it means it started from 2019. Okay, so this includes $5,000 that has been paid, that is inside this $20,000, and they said $1,000 for 2021. Okay, so now we have this $1,000 as subscription in advance. Okay, subscription in advance will be less also, so it becomes our balance carried down as $1,000. Okay, 1,000. Remember, this 5,000 is inclusive in this, so it will not come again. Okay, so Remaining this for 31st, since it is arrears, the 5,000 is supposed to be added to the current amount. So we have balance carried down for 5,000. Okay, so 20,000 plus 5,000 will give us 25,000. This is 25,000. So 6,000 plus 1 is 7,000. So 25,000 minus 7,000 will give us the income and expenditure, the value that will be posted to the income and expenditure. So 25,000 minus 7,000 will give us 18,000. Okay, so this is the amount that will go to the income and expenditure as 18,000. Okay, so that's for subscription. The next one is to prepare the rent account. The rent account. So the rent also, now you check your rent paid during the year 10,000. If you paid rent during the year for a non-profit, the receipt and payment account will be credited, while the corresponding entry will come to the cash account. Okay, so it will come to the cash account. So we'll have cash of how much? $10,000. Okay, now if you check here, we have rent in arrears and rent in advance. Now, like I've said before, rent in arrears, now these are the beginning first. Now I said for the later year, for the recent year, arrears you add, advance you less. But any date that is not for the recent year, you do the reverse of what you're supposed to do. So if we're supposed to add for arrears, so in this now, for the first, we're less. So rent in arrears, we're lessing it from the normal cash. So it will be here as balance brought forward. As balance brought forward, how much? 2,000. 2,000. Okay. Why rent in advance for the current year we're supposed to less. Then for the beginning year we are going to add. So also have balance brought forward as 1,600. Okay, so that is for rent in arrears and advance. Now for this now, we don't have anything here. So for rent in advance 1,000, this is supposed to be less. This is the current year, so we're supposed to less it. So we'll have here balance carried down. Balance carried down 1,000. Okay, so that's all. So we'll have a balancing figure that will go to the income and expenditure. So 10,000 plus 1,6 will give us 11,600, and these two is supposed to be the same, 11,600. So the balancing figure will go to the income and expenditure. So 11,600 minus 3,000 will give us 11,600 minus 3,000 will give us 8,600. So I have 8,600 that will go to the income and expenditure as the rents. Okay, while the next one is the salaries account. The salaries account. So the salaries account, the same thing, is an expenses. So salary paid during the year. So salary paid during the year 4,000. So we have cash 4,000. So we have salaries in advance here 400, and for 31st is 200. Okay, so we're having, like I said before, advance for the current year you less, for other dates that is not the current year you add. So we'll have balance brought forward that will be added to the cash. Balance brought forward 400. Okay, so for the 31st now, it will now be balance carried down 200. So that's all for salary. So this 4,400 is supposed to be the same 4,400. So the balancing figure will go to the income and expenditure as 4,200. Okay, as 4,200. So that's the salary account. While the last part is the statement of accumulated fund. Now the statement of accumulated fund is where you get supposed to actually be statement of affairs. It's where you get your that accumulated fund that serves as capital. Okay, so in this now we are going to put the assets and liability. So if we start from here, the fixed asset. Okay, so the fixed asset in this now we have, they said on 1st January 2020, the following we are declared by the club. Remember, we are using item at the beginning, not the end. Okay, not the end, in order to get the word accumulated fund. So that is why they stated here on 1st January 2020, the following were declared clubhouse. So we'll have clubhouse, $50,000, equipment, $10,000. Any other fixed asset? No. So the next one is a current asset. The current asset here we have a cash in hand, $10,000. So we have cash in hand. So we have 10,000. Now subscription in arrears. Subscription in arrears is accrued income. Okay, accrued income, which is 6,000. So we have subscription in arrears. Accrued income is a current asset. Now, remember when they said subscription of $20,000 received include 5,000 for 2019. Remember it is from here. Now, the next additional information said the remaining subscription in arrears for 2019 should be treated as bad debt. Okay, it should be treated as bad debt. It means they did not pay it. So, and bad debt is used to reduce what is supposed to be owed. So, if we less bad debt of 1,000, so it will give us 5,000, which is this amount that was actually what received as a subscription in arrears. So the next item, rent in arrears, is expenses, accrued expenses. That's a current liability. Okay, that's a current liability. So we have at the left hand side current liabilities. So I have rent in arrears. How much? $2,000. Now they said rent in advance. That's the prepaid expenses. Okay, so it's a current asset. So I have rent in advance. How much is it? $1,600. 1,600. Okay. Then the next one, salaries in advance. That's prepaid expenses also. So I have salaries in advance. How much is it? 400. So that's all. So we'll check if there's any other item. We've not posted loan from the bank. So loan is a current liability. So I have loan $10,000. So that is all. So remember, our accumulated fund become the balancing figure. Accumulated fund. So from this now, let's add up. So I have 50,000 plus 10,000 plus 10,000 plus 5,000 plus 1,600 plus 400 will give us 77,000. Okay, 77,000. So this is supposed to be 77,000 minus 10,000 plus 2 is 12,000 minus 12,000 will give us $65,000. Okay, so $65,000 is the accumulated fund. So that's how to prepare this question that relates to the adjustment of a non-profit making organization. Okay, the subscription, rent, salaries, statement of accumulated fund. So if you want to see more how to prepare the subscription account, because it normally gives student issues, check this video right now. Check it, you'll see it. Thank you very much.